Good afternoon. Rather than respond to a myriad of, I guess what we would call atheists, to some of my comments on God and creationism and the Big Bang Theory, let me kind of tell you a couple of quick real stories. Number one, when I was 5 years old, I drowned. I was dead, pronounced dead. They worked and worked and worked and finally got me back breathing. But all the while, as I lay on the beach, I was watching them do this. I was off to the side watching them. I could hear them, and I told my father exactly what happened and what was said. He had no doubt in the matter that my spirit had left my body. I remember that feeling a pull in my chest when I was brought back to life. That's the first little story. Second one, I died again, pronounced dead in the hospital, respiratory arrest. I've had asthma since I was a baby. And I'd caught viral pneumonia from someone and basically stopped breathing. And once again, I was standing at the side of the room, watching them work on me, watching them do CPR, and then resuscitate me. Again, I felt the pull, sort of right here in my chest, and again, back in my body, and that was fine. When I sleep, I have two things that I do that I believe in. One is I dream, like everybody. The other one is my spirit travels, and it travels to places, different places I recall and remember from other times. People know me there, things change there. It's just an interesting concept. Now, jumping ahead a little bit, I was the assistant to the county coroner in Topeka, Kansas, which would be Shawnee County in Kansas. I assisted in a lot of autopsies and saw a lot of dead bodies, carcasses, meat, whatever you want to call it. And I could tell very easily that that's what it was. It was just basically a box that had once had life to it, had once had that spark that created everything to it. I got more proof when I became a nurse. I went through school, got a degree in nursing, worked on an oncology unit, a cancer unit, where many people were dying. One of my favorite patients had come in, and she was comatose. She awoke when another nurse and I were moving her so she wouldn't get bed sore. She was called a DNR, do not resuscitate. But she opened her eyes and grabbed my hand and said, "I'm so glad it's you, Chris. I'm going to go be with my husband now." And she was looking over at this little couch that was in the room. She had a private room. And I just looked over and said, "Well, it's very nice to meet you, sir." And she slapped my hand and said, "You can't see him. He's dead. But I'm going to be with him." And with that statement, she died. Everything stopped. And from her body, the length of her body, rose very slowly a mist, a kind of a gray mist. You know, when you light a candle, the soot that comes up from lighting the candle, that's kind of what it looked like. Kind of a grayish mist. And it dissipated. It rose and then it was gone. But the entire room changed into a massive center of peace. The other nurse fell to her knees and was crying, "Oh my God, we saw her soul." And I said, "Wasn't that a wonderful gift?" So, non-believers, that's fine. You know, we all have that option. Isn't that wonderful? We can believe what we want to. And sadly, in some places of the world, you can't. You get beheaded or chopped up or whatever. But here in America, we get to believe what we want to. And there's never a need to belittle or pick on someone else for their belief. What I believe in doesn't have to be what you believe in. You don't have to believe me. That's all right. I know what I've seen and what I've been through in my life. And I know that there is something beyond this. And I look forward to that. I don't want to die right now, but I am. I'm dying. I have kidney disease, 4th stage. I'll have to go on dialysis soon. You don't last a long time on dialysis. You can last a few years. And I'll be 64 pretty soon, so, you know, it's no big deal. It doesn't bother me, the thought of dying, because I know that I'll continue. What makes me me moves on. Now, if I see you there, that's great. If I don't, maybe it's all in, like I said, that one word, faith. You know, you have to have some kind of faith in your life, whether it's just in your disbelief or in your belief. It has to be there. They say that there's no atheists in foxholes. That means at the time of death, most people pray. Most people ask God for help. And maybe that's because it's been drilled into us over the years, but even all over the world, people pray and ask their God for assistance. So, I've been with atheists at their time of death, and they prayed. You know, they talked to God. So I don't know what you want. I don't know why people don't want to believe in anything. Sure, the Big Bang. Yeah, I can go with that. I can go with the Big Bang Theory and creationism and God. I don't think of God as some old man up there with a beard and things. It's an entity of type. It composes everything that is in the universe, as everything in the universe composes it. But you got to remember, you can't get a fire without a spark. And that Big Bang that everybody is so hot to talk about and to believe in, what was there before that? Tell me, what was there before that? Carl Sagan couldn't answer this question. He was interviewed by a minister, and that's what the minister asked him. What was there before that bang? He had no clue. Do you? What was there before? What ignited all of this? Think about it. You know, you don't have to believe, but you do have to think. So, I'm also a minister. So, my last little bit here is to bless you all. And may God hold you and keep you in His hands. May you be safe in this life. May you be careful. And may you find peace in your life. Because I think that's what we're all looking for. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.